Well, if you've made it this far through the course, well done. Hi, my name's Rod Martin, just in case you're jumping in on this video alone, because I think this one's going to be pretty popular. We're going to talk about using AI in your Drupal search, i.e. having a chatbot on your site that knows all about all your content, all of your website, and can answer questions for people like site visitors who aren't even logged in. Now, there's a ton to unpack here, so we're going to take it slow. I'm going to show you how to set it up, of course, but then I'm going to demonstrate it on a site that's already built simply because, well, on our brand new site here, we really have no content. So there are a number of things you need to get this working. You're going to need a RAG database. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. You'll need the Search API module, Drupal AI module, AI Search module, and the AI Chat module. Now, some of those are built in, of course, to the Drupal AI module. We'll just need to turn them on. If you've been working along on a plain vanilla Drupal site, we will need to install the Search API module. If you're using the AI version at Drupal Forge, well, then that's already provided. All right, what is a RAG database? Well, let's take a look and see what, ChatGPT has to say. A RAG database refers to the retrieval augmented generation approach in artificial intelligence, specifically in systems that combine large language models like ChatGPT with an external knowledge source or database. So essentially, a RAG system is nothing more than a vector database. And in this case, what it's going to do is it's going to connect to our Drupal site, create an index of all of our content that works with the Search API. When we make a request about content on our site, the Search API with the AI Search module goes out to our RAG system, finds the results, and then provides the answer in the chatbot. Now, this is still really new. It's been around for a while, but until just recently, when the latest version of the AI module came out, we could not use this on a public site because anonymous users couldn't use it. It's all due to sessioning and stuff like that. Some companies found ways around it, like PromoteSource, who have an excellent AI chatbot, and you can reach out to them if you're interested. But now we can provide this to our anonymous users. Let me demonstrate it, and then we'll go ahead and set it up. Over here at DrupalHelps.com, there is a chatbot down here on the right-hand side that says, well, ask me a question. I'm going to ask a simple question. How much is Drupal AI training? We provide Drupal AI training to companies and people, and there's a page on the site here dedicated to that. I'm using a free version of pretty much everything here, so it takes just a few minutes. There we go. The cost for Drupal AI training is $450 with a 2-person minimum, and the link to the training page is provided, and boom, there we go. That's pretty cool, and that's what we're going to set up. First off, we need to install the Search API module. For the purposes of this video, I've switched over to a local development environment, but again, in Drupal Forge, just open up your terminal window. Well, the simple command here is composer require Drupal search _ API. We've all done this 1,000 times, I'm sure. And then let's just go over to the site to enable it. Go back over here, and I'm going to look for, just hit refresh and look for search. And there it is. And now I can turn on Search API, AI Search, and we do need to turn on Database Search. So go ahead and turn that on as well. Click Install. And we need to recognize the AI Search module is experimental. That's fine. Go ahead and click Continue. Now, the other thing we're going to need is the RAG database module as well. So again, let's just take a quick peek at the AI page here at Drupal.org. We're going to come down here and find AI providers, AI vector database providers. We're going to use Pinecone. You're welcome to use whatever you want. Pinecone has a free tier, and it works just fine. So go ahead and click on Pinecone, and you'll need to grab that as well. Go ahead and grab the latest release and install that as well. Back on my site, hit refresh, and I need to turn on the Pinecone serverless VDB provider. Again, it's experimental, but that's all right. So we're good to go. So the next step is to actually set up this connection. We have got to get an account at Pinecone, create a RAG database, and then set up the connection between the two. So I'm going to head over to pinecone.io, and you can sign up for a free account. You don't have to pay to make this work. Once you're logged in, you answer all of their questions, of course, you'll come to the Get Started page. Go ahead and click on Database, and you can see I've already got my database for the DrupalHelps site up and running. But creating a new database for anything is actually pretty simple. Click Create Index and give it a name. I'm just going to call mine Training. Now, there's a bunch of options here that you can choose from. Since I'm using ChatGPT, well, there is a text embedding 3 large OpenAI model here. Choose the one that may work best for you, but I'm guessing that most of us are probably going to be using this one. So by using the large model, it's the most powerful OpenAI model. Coming down here, I get to choose my settings. Now, there's only one thing we need to worry about here, and that's the dimensions. In your Drupal website, the default is 3072, which of course you can change. But go ahead and change it here to 3072. That gives you a little bit more searchability, but it also matches everything at your Drupal site, and you don't have to worry about anything else. So from here, just click Create Index. And the index is initializing. All right, that's all you've got to do. Once we set the rest of it up over at our Drupal site, this will populate automatically. Let me show you what I mean. Here's my DrupalHelps search, and you can see it's basically the same as what I have here. The host is here at AWS server, US East, because that's where I live, and there's 362 records in this index. And if you scroll down, you can see some of the items that have been indexed recently. You also get to see over here all of your stats. I've only had 2.8 thousand units out of 2 million write units, and I'm only storing 0.005 gigabytes out of 2. This is the free plan. So again, unless you're running a huge site, chances are this might work for you.